we don't have to be irritated that a certain level of time, be it however long it was, it entertained and invited a certain level of quote unquote darkness, end quote, slash falsehood. And from that falsehood, we created our whole identity and our life formation around that falsehood. And now, as the time yugas are changing and transitioning, Life Path 4 being about transition, for the 4 building block of life to like surface level shit and to, just casual metaphysical shit, obviously. But that's a different one. We've built ourselves around falsehood, and now we're going towards non-falsehood, and for some reason we're invested in a falsehood, and now we're going to a whole different realm of truth and light, inevitably towards the energetics. And within that transition, the 4 going and obviously the numbers can mean like different things. That's kind of like a no shit kind of thing. But like you could see the similarities within the numbers as well, because obviously like, there's like profile numbers within the HT system, but like before that could have like, somehow, that could have somehow, got transferred from a different meaning of how the numbers were used, So for whatever reason, there's only 6, so it formatted itself in some type of hexagram profile, So there's a hexagram profile, and that hexagram, it's not the complete 9, 10 numerical system numbers, but that 9, 10 numerical system numbers, they're still relating to the hexagram, and simultaneously it's its own avenue. So there's similarities from like the 9/10 numerical numbers, and then there's just a hexagram where there's a different number category formation where it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the hexagram has its own avenue of how it's been, kind of like spiritually organized, right? 6 being like, the hexagram, the dream body, respectively, because obviously like there's always like a center point, and that's that was already covered. So the point of this video is, we, for whatever reason, we don't have to be irritated, but we are, because we chose and invested our life around a certain type of falsehood, particularly within a certain yuga of time. So that yuga of time is like, that just was what it was. It was a different collective experiment, and I don't think the Godheads are necessarily taking it personal. And another one is like you can look at that like in a whole different way as well, and I'll talk about that later, and like I've already talked about it. But like the main point of this video, it's like we don't have to, like, we could recognize why we're getting a certain feeling and how we're getting a certain feeling. The how of we're getting a certain feeling is because there's a different type of transition that's happening, right? Inevitably. So within that oh me, oh May, it's just like a movie. Yeah, pretty basic stuff though, right? But anyways, as we're going from a certain level of falsehood within the recent time to a certain level of truth, and that truth is like, it's different types of formations of light, the truth is a different type of energy, and the truth reveals itself in different ways, collectively and individually. So that truth, whether we like it or not, it's inevitably coming into this planet. And as some of it we like, some of it we don't, because that's our subjective bias type of shit. So as we're going towards that, this particular light of truth, or truth of light, we don't like that, but some of it we do, because we have our own biases. But that's the transition, and since that's an inevitable thing, and we can intelligently prepare for that, we don't have to feel the way we feel. You know, we don't have to choose the approach of, you know, just a lower octave reaction. We don't have to quote unquote feel the irritation, end quote. That energy is an inevitable thing of how the truth is just gonna come, you know. So that's a different causal pattern of falsehood to truth. That's the transition that's happening casually in a simple way a 5-year-old can understand. Shout out to like, you know, the you know, the better parts of, like, you know, just like, I guess, you know, the people who raised you, you know, and, you know, seeing their different colorations of just how, like, things are what they were behind the scenes, you know. Nothing's hidden, you know. That's the thing with this whole, like, what the predecessors are trying to say with this spiritual shit. Nothing is hidden in one sense, but it just depends on your subjective awakening, you know. What's already finished is already finished. What's in the process to be finished, it's already being tailored by other organizers, you know. Because we're the microcosm of the organizers. It's cool, yeah, we have the capabilities, no shit, but we're the microcosm organizers, respectively. So within that, the whole point of this video is we don't have to choose the lower octave reaction and mentality and way of being and how we're moving towards the future. That's the thing. That's the particular point. And this goes for everybody on the planet, you know, every individual. Because it's a particular type of framework of metaphysics of moving through yugas, ages of time, and within those ages of time, we're in a particular threshold transition point where and however that happened, that's a whole different thing. But we're moving into a field of truth, and that field of truth, the subjective individual is, for whatever reason, it's energetically at odds with that because it has invested itself into the past yuga age in very particular ways, and now it's up to it to you know, it's up to it to kind of, like, you know, unfold and, you know, disable the false learnings that are obsolete in this current time. So you have the best life ever. Thank you very much.